Welcome to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Kamina. Joining me today is Mary Sherry Hu from the city of Dublin. Welcome, Mayor. I'm so glad to see you.
Same here.
You've been busy. I just know you have. I'm wondering if there are some topics that you would like, as a mayor's choice, to share with us.
Sure. So September 26th, we actually had our first night market.
Is that right?
Yes, and night market takes place at St. Patrick's Row. We also call this St. Patrick Way, and near the west side of Dublin Bar Station. And it's a very beautiful place between the Golden Gate Drive and Original Street. And the night market has outdoor dining. You know, people always love food and live entertainment and cultural performances.
Oh.
Family-friendly activities and games, handmade craft, and artisan products and local treasures people can enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and we actually had a lot of great turnout of this event. And we will have another one coming Friday, October 24th. That's coming. And then another one for this year is November 21st.
I see.
Yeah, for this coming one, October 24th, we have at least 10 new food vendors.
10?
Yes, at least 10. So it will be a lot of fun. A lot of people, people love this. We call this a new summer of Dublin, because the summer has a lot of fun, and we don't want this to close out. So fall is our new summer.
26th?
24th, October 24th.
24th.
And November 21st.
Well, I'd like to go.
Yes, mark your calendar and make sure you bring some cash with you.
That's right. I wonder if you'd speak to electronic devices. At a recent meeting, there was a lot of discussion about electric bicycles, scooters, mobility devices, and more regarding public safety.
Sure.
And the safety concern is not only for the rider, but for the others on the sidewalk, as you pointed out to me in a previous meeting. And I wonder if you could unpack the concerns and what the city is now doing to address this new phenomenon.
Yes. And we heard a lot of people talk about electrical bikes, these scooters, and how this can be dangerous, right? So we all have those situations. So our city council actually had a meeting October 7th, and we introduced ordinance amending the Dublin Municipal Code regarding the use of electrical bicycle, electrical scooters, and electrical personal assistive mobility devices. And we want to make sure it's safe. So we have a lot of information here, including we want to align the state law definitions for those devices, and we want to establish rules to prohibit operation of these devices on sidewalks or in the city parks, unless they used at designated pathways for those devices.
I see.
And we also want to provide law enforcement with the authority to issue citations, warnings, or impounding the devices if public safety is being threatened. And the ordinance also clarifies that city is not liable for injuries or damages arising from their use.
They're becoming very popular, though, huh?
Yeah, very popular. And you heard stories of people got injured because of those devices. So we have worked with our neighboring cities together. We want to make sure we do whatever we can do to protect the audience and also, everybody who's using or who's pedestrians.
Well, recently, my older son and I had class reunions in Berkeley, and so we drove together, and I saw so many scooters around. It's like a renaissance of scooters, but it seems to be very popular.
Yeah, very popular, and we do have a few things happened in our city and also nearby areas. That's why that raised our concerns. But there's one thing I do want to mention.
Yes.
Is for the juniors, their parents need to take the responsibilities to help the manners. And also, if the ordinance passed in future meetings, I think we will pass that. And Dublin Police will do a lot of education outreach, before we started to put the citations or fines on those things.
But it appears to be getting more popular, and if you have regulations that are sensible, like you've just explained, it should work very well.
Yeah,
and I hope it will continue to do so.
It's the number one.
The Harvest Festival, boy, last time we spoke about some upcoming fall events, and how did the Harvest Festival go? Was it a good one?
Yeah, that was a great one, actually. The annual Harvest Fair took place on Saturday, October 11th, at the Dublin Heritage Park and the Museums. And the weather was perfect.
Wasn't it? Yes, that was a good day, wasn't it?
It was a beautiful weather. That's another reason why we really enjoy our California or our city's place. All year round, most days we have a good weather here.
We certainly do.
Yeah, the event was always a hit with families, and there's so much fun attractions, especially for young children. I remember those years. Our families went to those kind of harvest fair.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say a few things here. There's a tractor-drawn wagon rides, petting zoo, inflatable corn maze, face painting, and much more. And children have opportunity to clean laundry on an old-fashioned washboard, pan for gold, and rope a wooden calf, and try churning butter and more. Just those things they probably haven't ever done in their daily life.
Yeah, I'll bet you're right, yes.
Yeah, it's fun, right? And also the vendors have arts and crafts, and have fall foods, including kettle corn, cookies, and lemonade.
Wow.
Yeah. One thing to mention is we have a 1910 Cope House was open for guests, so the family really enjoyed to know the
well, that was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Life there, yeah. So it's always good. A lot of students, a lot of kids, families enjoy their fall day there.
Well, I'm finding that if you ever get bored on a weekend, go to Dublin. You'll have a wonderful time.
Exactly, especially in October. A lot of
Yes.
events going on.
Oh, gosh, I'm very jealous. Are there any other events coming up that you'd like to mention?
Yeah. October is busy.
Yes.
Yeah, right? It's our new summer. That's what we mentioned about. So the Ghosts of Dublin will be held on Friday and Saturday of October 24th and the 25th in the dead of night at Dublin Heritage Park and the Museums. So guests will be provided with a flashlight for a tour through the pitch black Dublin Pioneer Cemetery.
No kidding.
So where our Dublin's founders were buried. So they will have a fun time there, and the tour to the historical Cope House, right? So which will be dressed up for scary Halloween.
Is that right?
Yeah, Halloween night. That's
Yes.
a funny. Another thing is October 25th. That's a Saturday. We will have a floating pumpkin patch. Floating.
Oh, that's a big one in
Yeah,
Dublin.
we talk about this.
It looks like it's being set up now.
Right. Yeah. So the kids are swimming to the middle of the pool and pick a pumpkin among dozens of floating pumpkins, and pick their favorite one and decorate, and also play games, have a food.
Wow.
Yeah, it's always sold out.
Yeah, it's
So
always
we
sold
just
out.
have to remind people, if you want to be part of this, you have to get tickets early. And the place for getting ticket is DublinRec.com. Sorry, DublinRecGuide.com.
Thank you for that information. Yeah. There's something for everybody there.
Yeah, especially for kids. I guess like kids love to have fun.
Yes. Well, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on this edition of Mayor's Report in Dublin. Just a moment. Welcome back to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. We're talking here with Mayor Who the great city of Dublin, and I think you have more to say about events coming up in October.
Yes,
Please
because
do.
there's so many things to celebrate here.
Take
so
your
we
time.
do have a trunk or treat, and hosted by our police department on October 25th. That's a Saturday from 5 to 9. And I believe it's in Dunbiddle Park. And I will join them, so we'll decorate our trunk, car trunk. We'll give out candies so the families with kids, they can do trunk or treat during that period of time and in a very safe environment.
Well, will people recognize you because you'd be on a motorcycle?
Oh, I have my red Tesla. People have to make sure to say hello to me, and I will give out candies.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
I will specially select the ones I like.
Well, you're a specialist at that.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, that's very interesting. So also we want to mention the movie. We have outdoor movie, Nightmare Before Christmas, will also be played during that time.
Where would that be?
In outdoors and in a big screen at the park.
Isn't that fun? I hope for good weather.
Yeah,
It should be.
good weather. And every year there's thousands of families joined us for this trunk or treat.
That's amazing.
Yeah, actually I just learned now. I said, oh, I'd better prepare thousands of candies.
Something. Well, an election is coming up. There's going to be a statewide special election in November, I think on the 4th.
Yes.
And for those who live in Dublin, where can they vote or drop off their ballot?
Yeah, sure. So for special election on Tuesday, November 4th, they should already have received a ballot in mail. So they can always mail back, right? Make your choice and mail back, or they can drop in. We have two drop-in boxes in Dublin. One is in Civic Center, another one is in the Wave, the water park.
I see.
Yeah, two locations. And also for the, if people want to do the voting in person, there's also places open. The Wave have openings during the time from October 25th to November 3rd.
The
during the
25th of
daytime.
October to the 3rd of November?
Yeah,
Ah.
and also November 2 during the 7 to 8 p.m. The Wave is always a good place.
I see.
And also there's Santa Rita Public Works. There's another location. So the best thing to look at the locations is on our city's website.
Wow, that's a lot of information.
Yeah, a lot of timing, different things. What do you normally do? I like to just vote, drop in. That's what I always do.
When my wife found out that we could just put it back in our own mailbox and pick it up with the mail, that always works. We feel very refreshed when it's gone and it's on its way.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it took a little time to get the ballots out to us this year. I don't know, maybe not.
I think, yeah, maybe somebody already received, like I already received that. Maybe it takes time for
But
others.
certainly the Alameda County voters people have made it easy. I mean, if you don't vote, it's your own fault.
Yeah, make sure you vote.
Yes, please
because
vote.
one thing I think most people know, but not everybody knows, is that every vote you casted is in record.
That's true.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
in record, so people know whether you are active voters or you never vote. They know all the record.
Thank you for that information. Why don't you turn to Grace Point? There was, at a recent meeting, you well know, about declaring almost 2 acres, 1.83
Yeah.
acres, a portion of the property in the Dublin Center to be exempt surplus land. What is this? Where is it located, and why would they consider doing such a thing?
Sure. So this piece of land, like you mentioned, 1.83 acre, they located in a place we call this Dublin Center. They are actually near the Tasahara Road and the Brannigan Road. They are not far from 580 highway. So we designated those land to be the affordable home for the Sunflower Hill. The reason we put this as exempt surplus land is for their future development and operations, just to make things to happen. We want to mention this is 60 units for low and very low income affordable housing, especially for, we call this IDD, intellectual and developmental disabilities people.
Is that right?
So, yeah, we want to help out because we really want to make sure our community take care of people who has needs.
I think Dublin has been very, very felicitous and very helpful with the handicapped. I think you'd be commended.
Yeah, make us feel like we do the right thing.
Are there any other events that you'd like to update us about?
Yeah, so
I knew there would be.
We talk about a lot of events for maybe younger populations. Now we do want to say there's so many events coming up in Dublin Senior Center. And there's a senior homecoming dance on October 17th. It's a Friday from 4:30 to 6:30 for this homecoming. And also there's a fall pasta bingo. There's a bingo on Saturday, October 25th. And then holiday craft boutique for seniors. Also, they are all in the senior centers. And Wall of Heroes, celebrating the local community veterans, will be held from November 10th to December 7th at the senior center. And the holiday tree lighting, so that's for December 5th for the holidays, that will also take place at the senior center. So there's a lot of things for the coming a month or two, and we couldn't wait.
Are there any particular hearings coming up for the east end of the city, or other controversial things coming up pretty soon?
Oh, so you talk about Dublin Boulevard detention. Right now there is a case in court.
Oh,
and
it
it's
is.
not cleared yet. So we wouldn't be able to do any hearings, like you said, any agendas in our council meeting. We have to wait until everything clear in court and do.
There's some specific issues that they're considering?
I think the simple thing is there's issues like should we have an EIR done before we proceed to next step. So that's the issue right now.
Well, when are you going to go to the sister city yourself?
Oh, sister cities. Yeah, so that's a lot of momentum here. And we had our sister city in Bury, near the Dublin Ireland. Yeah, I've been there about 2 years ago with our Chamber of Commerce. That was a great tour. But right now we have a momentum to work harder so we can have additional sister cities, maybe in Asian countries, in India, in China, in many different countries. So we can bring people over here so they enjoy our culture here. Also, they can help with our services, restaurants, hotels, business, and we can travel there, have a fun as well.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you for being here today and updating us. It's always exciting to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. Join us for the next episode right here on Tri-Valley TV. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamina. Thank you for joining us.